So it's February 15th today, and I'm out in the line, and I come across a set of wolf tracks, and it's fresh snow. There's 2 inches of fresh snow on my trail, and I've been following them for a little bit. But what I like to point out here is that they're pretty efficient predators, and they travel one behind the other, but every so often they break ranks, and there's a little bit of misstep on these guys right here. But there's at least 5 wolves in this pack, and I've been kind of waiting for them to come around again. There's a bit of a deer yard here, so I'm going to set up a bait station for them, but it's getting kind of late, but I might whack a few of them yet. But it's always interesting when you're following along wolf tracks. If you pay attention, every so often one will fan out and go off to the side, and then you say, oh, there's 2. Oh, then you see more, 3, then you see 4, and all of a sudden they come right back together again, and you're kind of always guessing. But in this pack for sure, I'm estimating at least 5 wolves. So I'm going to have at her probably next run there. I'll set it up for it. Great day today. Probably about -7 or 8, but very windy. This is about 100 yards or 200 yards from where I was showing the first pack. You can see all the tracks, and one of them actually took off and went up the hill that way, but you can see how they broke rank here for a second. I guess they were deciding who was going to do the flanking, because a lot of times they'll run wolves on each side of the trail trying to push something out into the trail here. But just interesting how they operate, and you can see all kinds of tracks here. And then you go a little bit, and then they're right back in rank again. You see how they kind of form back up. But it was interesting to see how there was a deer trail here. So one went off on the deer trail and one went off on the other side, back over there. It just shows you how efficient they are as hunters. But they're right back in line again, following each other, and away they go. Wolves are probably a trapper's main competitor on the trap line. It's not the trappers beside you, it's the wolves that are hunting 365 days a year. They don't take sick days or vacation. They're out here trying to do the deed every day of the year. So, nice small marten, a female. You can tell by the size right away. Can't complain. Nice catch. Again, this is my old style of box that I'll show you, and I'd mount it like that. And again, my goal was always to make sure that my catch didn't touch anything, and you can see with my carabanger there that I can easily change it out here really fast since it's frozen. And back to the sled. So for those people who aren't trappers who come onto my channel, marten trapping is done under a sustained basis under a quota. Nice pale marten. And so we have a limit that we can catch. We have a license to an area, and it's a system that's been in place for probably in Ontario since about 1947, I think, 47 or 46. Actually, British Columbia, I think, was the first province that instituted registered trap lines, and Ontario was second. But that's the system we work under. And if you could picture it, it's like a giant farm that I'm licensed to trap in, and then I manage the animals within that area. So like a farmer, he has a herd of cows. He's going to catch so many a year and sell them, and then the rest are going to reproduce, and then he's going to do it again next year. So that's basically how a registered trap line works. So this here is kind of a funny set. It's the third time I go by it, and I keep saying to myself, yeah, I'm going to set it next time I go by. And here it is. I've gone by at least 3 times and I haven't set it. And I guess it's a little bit of complacency on my part. But it's like everything in life. As soon as you drive by something once and you say, oh, I'll do it next time, well, it seems like next time never comes. And before you know it, you'll be picking up. So if you say, as soon as you say that to yourself, it's like the kiss of death. So always try to keep yourself in the habit of checking yourself as soon as you say that, because it's literally going to take me 5 minutes to get this set the way I want it, but I've missed 3 checks already because I keep saying to myself I'll do it next time. So well, I guess today is next time because I'm going to set it, but just kind of interesting how quickly it adds up if you say you're going to do it next time. Big piece of bait, trap ready to go. Guess I'll put it up on top here for a second. So the moral of my story is don't keep putting things off, because pretty soon the season will be over and you haven't even set it. So all that's left to do now is put in my lure and I'm good to go. Well, here we are. Another Gibbs adventure. Put her on her side. I come down the hill here and got caught. So, heave ho, get her out of here. When I originally flipped it, I struggled 3 or 4 times trying to lift it up on the trail, and I finally had to pull out my come along and winch it back up on the trail. You can't tell, but on the other side of the machine, it's snow up to your waist, and there's no way I could physically flip it back over. Yippee-ki-yay. Well, if I smoked, I think I'd be having a smoke right now. But I don't smoke, so I'll just suck it up and carry on. Anyways, didn't do any damage. I just came down that hill and there's a real dip in it and I got it on its side. So, shit happens in a second sometimes. But no harm, no foul, off we go. So I passed by here yesterday, and you can see the otter have been playing here. They actually come up on the ice there and had a dump, and I was kind of chuckling to myself because that's the hole where I buried my machine there about 3 weeks ago. But you can see the otter had just a grand time here today. You know, I got pretty good otter numbers, but I don't have the heart to trap them right now at the prices we're getting for them. $30 average or less kind of takes all the fun out of catching and scraping an otter. So good to see their tracks. I know they're around. If I want to go after them, I know where to go, but it's just I'm waiting until the price comes back up. Guys can say what you want. I really like otter, and I don't see any advantage whatsoever of harvesting an otter when the prices are so low. Well, here I am at another one of my boxes and fresh frickin' marten tracks from today, and I didn't get them. So what the heck? He checked out my set. He didn't go up the pole. What do we got? There's bait in here. I got lots of bait. I just don't have a catch. So I know my martin lure is working. I guess I'll have to dab a bit more here. Hopefully I'll have them on the next run here. But that sucked. That's the second one that's come to a box. The other one, the trap was set off. But this one here, it just didn't work to set. So it's one of my sets I still like to fix, because I don't have it exactly the way I like it yet. But unfortunately, I did this one. I did this one with nails. So, anyways, onward and upward. Hate missing like that. I'd like to get her done.